Hey guys, it's Brian. Welcome to Financial Fitness. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to become a millionaire by 30. The steps I'm going to talk about apply for wealth building at any age, but if done in your 20s or even earlier, should lead you to becoming a millionaire by 30. Let's get started. The first three steps should be done by anyone, regardless of what your financial goals might be, and they aren't difficult to act on. If you choose to not follow the rest of the steps, then it's pretty likely that you won't become a millionaire by 30 or maybe in your entire lifetime without a lot of luck. The first step is to prioritize money in your life. How you think about it, how much of it you save, and how you spend it. It sounds easier to do than it actually is, but so many people say things like life gets in the way or things just came up. And yes, there are things that you can't control, but your money is something that you can control if you choose to change the way you think about it and adjust your priorities. If you haven't seen my videos on how to change your money mindset and the two ways we think about money, I'll link them as a pinned comment and at the end of the video. Everyone wants financial independence, but only those who make it a priority in their lives are millionaires. To be rich and stay rich, it must be a consistent priority for you or become a priority in general. The second step is to save so you can invest. Saving money just to let it sit around doesn't really help you unless you're specifically building an emergency fund. Beyond an emergency fund, which I have a video on as well, intentionally save so you can invest it for compound growth over time. If you do not save enough to have both an emergency fund and to invest, you'll end up dipping into your investments instead, which is worse. The power of investing comes down to compound growth over a long period of time. Each time money is withdrawn from a long-term investment, you're slowing down the compound growth. The third step is to actually invest what you have saved. You can do this by dollar cost averaging each month to invest a set dollar amount that you intentionally save each month towards investing. Keep in mind that the money that is being invested should not be withdrawn or spent in the short term for emergencies. That's what emergency funds are for. Make your money do the hard work. The money you worked hard to save and invest should eventually be able to make as much, if not more, than you earn from actually working. The longer you wait to invest, the more money you have to invest to achieve similar returns if you had only started investing earlier. The cost of waiting can be illustrated in this chart, starting at age 25, where every 10 years you wait to invest has an exponentially higher impact on your wealth and investment portfolio, assuming you contribute the same $200 per month. So don't wait to invest. Start as early as you can and contribute to your investment account or accounts consistently. If you're not sure of how to get started, check out my video on how to invest with $1,000 or less, so you can determine what method for investing works best for you. The fourth step is to just work hard. Work ethic can lead to greater earning potential and the pursuit of multiple opportunities or streams of income. There is no substitute for hard work, regardless of your skills, experience, or industry that you have expertise in. Hard work is at the core of becoming successful in anything you pursue. Be recognized for working hard rather than the material things you buy. The material things you buy don't make you money, but they should be a result of your hard work and not purchased using debt, with the exception of maybe a home and mortgage. The fifth step is to focus on increasing your income. This follows step 4 in that you should work hard and smart to increase your income. You can do this in any number of ways, like simply making more from your primary job, or to start creating multiple sources of income, especially those that do not occupy too much additional time would be best. The majority of people only have one source of income, so think about how and where your income is coming from. Are you making all of your income from one source? Do you already have multiple sources of income, but each doesn't make that much individually? As your income increases, you will then be more in control of both your time along with your money, and be able to recognize and take advantage of new opportunities as they come up. The sixth step is to think about how you spend your time and see how you can optimize the things you need to change or start doing compared to what you already do on a daily or weekly basis. Break down what both a typical workday and day off or weekend looks like for you. Are you spending more time lounging and relaxing, or being social, or pursuing hobbies than spending time being productive working on something that can make you money? See how you might need to reorganize how you spend your time on different activities and update your schedule or create one if you don't already have one. This will help you figure out how you might be able to increase your income by figuring out how you spend your time compared to how you could be spending your time more efficiently. You might need to think about whether you need to spend money to save some time for more productive activities. Time and money are closely related. At any given time, we're dealing with both. We're either saving money by spending time doing something or spending money to save time, except that time cannot be reversed, but you can always make more money to buy back more time. The seventh step is money does not sleep. So you should try to make money passively and around the clock through investing and multiple streams of income. Money doesn't have its own timeline, personality, or dimension. Schedules and vacations do not stop the spending, earning, or saving of money. Money comes to those who work for it. You don't need to be the smartest, the best at something, or lucky to make money. Work hard or even harder than just about everyone else, and that will eventually lead you towards more opportunities to make more and more money. So this is something interesting to think about from an article I read a couple years ago that did a study on the correlation between luck and self-made millionaires. The conclusion of the study was that self-made millionaires don't really get more lucky than everyone else, as it might appear on the surface. They tend to work really hard, which opens them up to find new opportunities that result in additional income and wealth, which makes it appear that they just get lucky very often. Basically, hard work simply gives them more opportunities to achieve wealth and find a little more luck along the way. It's not that they're naturally more lucky than anyone else. The eighth step is to avoid bad debt that will not make you more money. Wealthy people use debt to increase their income and investments, and so should you. Poor people use bad debt to buy material things that they usually don't need to make the rich even richer. Do you really need a new outfit with a high interest rate attached to it? Things like that, or traveling on credit through a credit card, are examples of bad debt to avoid. Speaking of bad debt, fun fact, you can't, for example, charge the cost of an entire car on a credit card, even if your credit line or credit limit will allow for it for multiple reasons. The first being that the dealership or company won't want to potentially deal with claims of fraud and not get paid for the car. The second is that they likely don't want to pay the interchange fee to the credit card companies on the entire cost of the car. Interchange is a fee charged by a bank to a merchant who is processing a credit card or debit card transaction. This is why most car dealerships allow for a maximum of $2,000 to $2,500 to be charged on a credit card, and the rest be paid with a cashier's check or financed through an auto loan. The ninth step is to stop thinking that being poor is acceptable. I've heard this phrase before, which just sounds self-defeating. Living paycheck to paycheck is just the way life is. It really doesn't make sense to me. If you're in a situation like that, wouldn't you do something to change that situation for yourself after a few months or a year, maybe a couple years at most? No one can control whether your family has money when you're born, but you can control how you make money throughout your lifetime. Get to work and or start innovating. The 10th step is to keep an open mind for both new opportunities and learn how to improve different parts of your life. Starting with yourself, take advantage of free resources like YouTube to learn new skills. There is more content on YouTube than just cat videos. This could even work for improving your processes, managing and adding to your investments, expanding your business, and managing your time. As you increase your income, it becomes more and more important for how you use your time effectively to maintain and increase your cash flow. Time management is always important at any income level, but usually the lower the income, you tend to operate on someone else's schedule for the most part because you're generally working for a company or freelancing as a contractor for projects you happen to find. The 11th step is to create a plan for your goals, and as you start to achieve them, think bigger as you set new goals. Don't think about how you can just get from point A to point B. For example, if your goal is to make $500,000 a year, you have to think about how you can get to $100,000 and then $200,000 a year first before you jump right to $500,000. Think about the steps between your starting point and your end goal and plan actionable steps with a set time frame on how you think you can reach your goal. I talked about goal setting in my video on setting and achieving your financial goals, so if you want to hear more about setting and achieving your goals, check that video out, which I'll link at the end of the video and as a pinned comment. Your goals could be financial, personal, or business goals. Break your goals into smaller steps that you need to achieve in order to get to your end goal. If you apply all of these steps while you're in your 20s or even earlier, I can't see how you wouldn't become a millionaire by 30 or at the latest sometime in your 30s, depending on when you start. Don't pay attention to people who say your financial goals are out of reach or those that make you feel greedy. Never give up on working hard, and especially never give up on yourself. Please leave a comment of what your goals are and start planning the steps you need to take to achieve them. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video and found it insightful. Click the like button if you did, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell so you can see when I post videos next. Feel free to leave comments, questions, and any topics you might want to hear about in future videos to get on track to being financially fit. See you in the next video.